All right, let's talk about one of the most exciting and honestly, one of the most confusing motorcycle segments in India right now. I'm talking about the 350cc class. It is absolutely packed with legendary bikes and some really cool new contenders, which makes picking one, yeah, it's tougher than ever.
So the big question is, how in the world do you choose? I mean, do you just go by the spec sheet? Is it all about the looks? Or is there something else, something more, that makes a bike perfect? Well, that's what we're here to figure out. We're going to break it all down, piece by piece, to help you find that perfect ride. Let's dive in.
Okay, first things first, let's meet the contenders, the real heavy hitters in this category. We've got 5 major bikes going head-to-head, and we're about to put every single one of them under the microscope.
On one side, you've got the Royal Enfield Powerhouse Trio. You've got the Zippy Hunter, the absolutely timeless Classic, and the long-haul cruiser, the Meteor. And facing them, we have the incredibly smooth Honda CB350 and the tech-savvy upstart, the TVS Ronin. Man, what a lineup. This is going to be good.
All right, let's cut through all the noise. It's time to get down to the hard numbers, a pure head-to-head spec battle. This is where we see what these bikes are really made of, beyond all the ads and the marketing talk.
Okay, so take a look at this. At first glance, you might think, they're all pretty similar. And you're right about the power. Almost everyone is hovering right around that 20 horsepower mark. But, and this is a big but, look at the details. The Honda CB350 just walks away with it on torque, a full 30 Newton meters. And then you've got the TVS Ronin, which is just unbelievably light at only 160 kilos. Seriously, that weight difference is something you will feel every single second you're riding.
And just to really hammer that point home, look at this. That torque advantage for the Honda, that isn't just a number for bragging rights. No way. That's something you feel. It means when you twist that throttle, the bike just gets up and goes. It feels punchier, more responsive. It's the kind of thing that puts a smile on your face at a traffic light.
So numbers on a page are great, but let's be real, they don't tell the whole story. What really matters is how these bikes feel out on the actual road, right? So now we're going to crown some champions. Let's see who wins in some very specific real-world categories.
All right, first up, city riding. We're talking about weaving through traffic, quick starts and stops, navigating those tight spots. And here, we actually have a tie. The crown goes to both the Royal Enfield Hunter 350 and the TVS Ronin. Why? Simple. They're light, they're nimble, and they're the undisputed kings of the concrete jungle.
But what happens when you leave the city limits behind and hit that wide-open highway? Well, here, one bike just pulls away from the pack. For long-distance touring, the champion is, without a doubt, the Royal Enfield Meteor 350. This thing was just born to eat up the miles. Now let's talk about refinement. You know, that smooth, almost vibration-free feeling that just makes a ride so much more pleasant. If that's what you're after, then you can stop looking. The Honda CB350 takes this one hands down. Its engine is just so silky smooth. It feels like a much more expensive premium machine. And look at this! Picking up its second win of the day, the Meteor 350 also snags the award for Best Comfort. It just makes sense, right? That relaxed riding position, the comfy seat, it's all designed to keep you happy even after hours and hours on the bike.
Let's be honest, we don't just buy bikes for how they ride. We buy them for how they make us feel and how they look. And when it comes to pure, iconic stop-and-stare style, there's just one winner. It has to be the Royal Enfield Classic 350. It's a design that's been turning heads for decades, and it just never gets old.
Last but not least, what if you're a bit of a tech head? You want all the latest gadgets and features. Well, in that case, the TVS Ronin is your bike. It is absolutely loaded with modern tech, making it by far the smartest, most feature-packed option of the bunch.
Okay, so we've looked at the specs, we've crowned the category winners, but that's all just information. The really important question is, which one of these bikes is the right one for you? Let's find your perfect match.
So maybe you're brand new to this. You're looking for your very first bike, and you want to make the right choice. What's the best bike to start on?
Our top pick for a new rider has got to be the TVS Ronin. It all comes down to two things. It's super lightweight and it's incredibly easy to handle. That combo makes it so approachable and forgiving, which is exactly what you want when you're just starting out.
Okay, what about the daily commuters out there? I'm talking about the people who are going to be on this bike every single day, rain or shine, getting to work or to class.
For the daily grind, you've got two fantastic options, and it really comes down to what kind of ride you want. If you want your commute to be the most exciting part of your day, you want the Hunter 350. It's just plain fun.
But if you'd rather have a super calm, smooth, and relaxing ride to de-stress, then the Honda CB350 is your answer.
All right, let's do a quick fire round for everyone else. You love to tour? Meteor 350, no question. You want that premium, high-quality feel? Honda CB350. Is style your #1 priority? Classic 350, all day long. And what if you're watching your wallet? The Hunter 350 gives you amazing bang for your buck.
Whew! We have gone through a lot of information. So let's just boil it all down. It's time for the final verdict, your ultimate cheat sheet to this entire showdown.
And here we are. When you look at everything, the performance, the refinement, the feel, the Honda CB350 takes the prize for the best overall bike. But the key thing to remember is this. The Hunter owns the city. The Ronin is the best for beginners. The Meteor is the king of the highway. The Classic is the style icon. And the Ronin also packs the best tech. See, there really is a perfect bike here for literally everyone.
So, that brings us to the final and most important question. Now that you've seen it all, what's it going to be for you? Are you a specs person who lives by the numbers? Or does style and the look of the bike win out? Maybe it's just that indescribable feeling you get when you're out on the road. The perfect bike for you is definitely out there, and hopefully now you know exactly where to begin your search.